Okay, I think... Actually, I'm doing this right, but I think I have to place this... Before I place this? Yeah, there we go. So what happens is if I give this a signal... Here, let's use this button. If I give a signal to... I think either side of these... It'll switch. Which means where I put this... Here, we'll put it up here, because we need the signal to go here to power that. So every time I push this, it'll toggle that signal. So every time I push this, it'll start the timer. And we will have that coming out, actually probably here, that's pretty good. Coming out to here. Now the problem is we don't want that wire to connect. So I'll do this to cut it. And then we have this right here. And we'll put the button right here for now. And there we go. Perfect. Now to test this out with a really short time, which is not the correct time, but just to demonstrate this a little bit, put 5 in there. So now for the time 5, when I press this button, this will extend for that amount of time. Maybe. Okay, maybe it won't. What just happened? Oh! Silly me. I cut the wire here, which also cut the wire there. What if I put it right there? There we go. There we go, see? So every time I push it, it'll push it, hold there, for time equal to the amount of time it takes for those 5 blocks to change from one hopper to the other. And there we go. Now let me test this on skeletons really quick to make sure I have the right amount of time. So I took out the torches, so we'll have some spawning just to test this out. Saw that skeleton spawn just as I placed that block. So they're falling down to there. Now if I remember correctly, we want 24? Let's try it. Let's try 24. Like that. Let's see how this works. And they're dying. It's very loud. Let's turn this down a little bit while we're working on this. And hey, it seems to be working. Punching them and they're dying. There we go. Except for that guy. But that's because he fell after the crusher. And I do have a system to counteract that too. As you can see up here, I have a hole. Hello. Why are you falling? Need me to take out that block? Yeah. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to have a piston here that pushes out to keep skeletons right there until you kill all these skeletons, so you don't have that issue where you're punching and then suddenly some of them are not dead. A little bit more. Some of them are going to die because I was punching them. But there we go. Beautiful. Look at that delicious XP. Alright. So let me get this piston set up. Alright, I set up that piston, and what I use to make it work is an RS NOR latch. This circuit component has 2 inputs, and when you press one input, the signal changes, and when you press the other input, the signal changes. It's hard to explain. Here, let me show you. One of the inputs right here. Press it, turns on the piston. Now, press it again, nothing happens. To turn the piston off, you have to press the other input, which is back here. Now if I press this, nothing happens. The piston is off until I hit this input. Like that. There we go. Now the way this is set up Or right now, the way I have it set up is that, I have a button. But what's actually going to happen is the signal will come from here. So whenever I trigger this, it will close the piston. Or it should. Let me see. I need to have this the opposite. Which I can do. Hang on, let me do that really quick. Let's see if I can do this. I need to have this right here. I'm still using my stone brick convention. I switched all the stuff I did earlier. So there we go. And that means I need to switch these two. Oh my goodness. I need to switch these over here. To this here. That. And then make a way I can get through for maintenance. Whoop. Like that. There. Okay. Now when I press this button, it should turn it off. Or not. It's still set, so when I press this button, it turns it off. Hang on, I might need an inverter. Alright, there we go, I fixed it. I put in an inverter here. So I put in this torch to invert the signal. So when there's an input on this side, it turns off the piston. And that's all it does. If there's a signal on this side, it turns on the piston. And that's all it does. So the way I have it is so when the signal goes to turn on the crusher, the piston that closes the flow of the skeletons is going to be automatically turned on through this. So like so. Hang on, let's turn it off. Let's say we're ready to get a bunch of skeletons. We did that, and we got enough. Do the crusher. And there we go. I was crushing a bit of them beforehand, so that's why they all died. So now these are ready to just kill to your heart's content. And no other skeletons will fall down here. Now this is annoying, trying to hit them, because you notice I'm not hitting them every single click. So later on I want to make a brewing station down here to make instant damage potions. It's a lot more fun to throw those potions rather than punching skeletons. So there we go. And no full health skeletons are falling down, because they're blocked there. Until I press the reset button, which will be here. And now we're ready again. Simple as that. Now for the design, the, aesthetic design, the scheme I'm going to be using, color scheme, is a purple and white, using quartz and blue stained clay, which looks like a purple. I haven't used those color combinations yet. I haven't even used quartz or too much hardened clay other than the green I used in the slime chunk on the server yet. So I want to try something like that. So I'm going to build that off camera, and I'll show you guys when it's done. Hey everyone, I finished the build, and here it is. Purple walls, purple lines on the ceiling, quartz floor, quartz pillars, quartz, we call that molding, and ceiling molding, and then a line in the ceiling. I think this looks pretty great. Like I said, I'm a fan of this purple-white idea. Turns out, I like this little kind of like 3 by 3, well actually it's 4 high, 3.5 high, but this modular look, like every single little panel here, except for this one, has like a purpose. Eventually, I'm going to put kind of a brewing station in here too. But let's focus on the skeleton grinder, shall we? Call it the Skellie Squisher. And here we go. You press the button to squish the skellies. But first, you need to turn it on. That's this switch, which I wired up to lights within the skeleton spawner. I don't know how much of this I said before. I'm actually recording this half of the episode probably a good week. Yeah, a good week after I built this because I had to go out of town for a weekend. More on that in another episode, though. I'm just going to wrap things up for this episode so you guys can get on your way, and we'll talk about that weekend some other time, maybe while caving or something. But anyway, turn it on. Lights go off. Skeletons spawn. Go down the river, and they fall here. You've already seen this. I know I went through the redstone in detail, but basically this is what the finished product looks like. Press the button, squish the skellies, closes off the path up there, and suffocates them just for the right amount of time. And then the reason I wanted a brewing station is because I hate going in and trying to punch them all. That's just annoying. This is so much more fun. Bam. All dead in one shot. And everything goes into, well, most of the time, everything goes into the hoppers there, which goes down into an automatic sorting system. Let me show you that. It's actually really simple, since there are only 3 different kinds of items that can even be sorted, or I should say 2. You know, bones, and you got your arrows here. I'm not going to go through this redstone. There are a million tutorials. I'll probably, maybe if I create a sorting system in my base sometime, I'll go through it. But for this, I'll save you guys the time. Arrows go here. Bones go here. Everything else that can't be sorted goes here. For some reason, I haven't figured this out yet. There's some glitch in the system where some stuff kind of sneaks through. I'm not sure entirely how that's working, but I'll have a good source of gold armor there since I've been wearing gold armor. But yeah, that's about it. Simple. And then after you wait for more to spawn, press this button to let them in, and you do it again. Pretty cool, huh? Like I said, I got a nice little, or I didn't say this. Like I didn't say, I got a nice little enchantment station here. Some anvils with an ender chest. And what do you know, I got 30 levels. So let's go ahead and enchant something. What's something that needs enchanting? What do I need? Let's see, I got good armor. My helmet didn't break good. My cheese slippers. I forgot that I named these cheese. I don't know why. That's a pretty funny name. I think so. I don't know. You might think it's pretty lame, but that's alright. Let's see. I did diamond. Looty fruity sword. That's gonna run out. I can't even repair that. Maybe I need another diamond axe. Oh, no. I already did that. That was already on the agenda. Sword. Pick. Sick pick. Oh, Fortuna. You know what? Let's go the full random. Let's get a book here. And we have Punch 2. Well, it's a good thing I got a grinder because that was a gigantic waste. But oh well. Yeah, I got melons with me because I was making glycerin melons, you know, brewing some of those instant health potions, which you might think I'm wasting on these mobs, which I kind of am, but it's not like melons or gold is in short supply right now. This is the wiring for the lights, just in case you guys wanted to see. It's really just wires, no fancy stuff here. We're going to come back in another episode and explore the rest of this mine shaft and all that. And eventually, you know, I'll clean this whole tunnel out, clean it up, design some sort of way to make it look not bad, you know. But it's pretty long, so I'm not going to do that now. You know, have some minecarts or something. But this project, this section right here, stamp finished. Very good, very good. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope the redstone stuff wasn't too confusing. Hopefully I'm getting better at explaining it. And hopefully these episodes are getting better as well. So leave a like and subscribe if you think I did do better, or I am getting better. And hopefully you'll stick around for some more that's soon to come out. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Adios. Bye.